The Go Down Art Center. I mean, it's been many years in the making.
Thank you, and thank you so much for joining us this morning, this
No,
mid-morning.
I mean anything for the Go Down tea. I would. So I mean, let's start off with the Go Down Art Center. For anyone who probably has heard of the name, they've probably driven in a matatu or whatever, or South B, they've seen Go Down Arts. First, tell us, what is the Go Down Art Center? What happens there?
I know people drive past and sort of say, "Kuna nini kunaendelea huko ndani?" Yeah, exactly. The Golden Art Center is a cultural space, and it's an art space. So it's a space for Kenyan creativity, and it has focused on Kenyan contemporary creativity, supporting artists in their production, in their training, in their networking, but also in engaging with audiences, because ultimately an artist is also somebody who's trying to earn a livelihood and build a career. So that is the space where you literally go through all of the phases of trying to get to becoming a nameless or an Anto.
Yeah. And now I mean, today when I came through, there was literally a shell of a place. And for anyone who's in South B, it's a place where you see that Lupita mural, that area there, right next to Car in General. So I mean, let's talk about the new project, Go Down Transforms. What does it mean for the community of artists? What are we talking about when we say it's transforming? What does it mean for the community of the people around South B? What does it mean for Kenya in general?
Absolutely. I mean, I think what's exciting about this project, in my view, is the many layers of meaning that it has and significance that it has. I think let's start with community, because for me, community is at the center of why we do creative things, why culture matters. It's because of community. It's about our identity. And so one of its significances is that it has basically drawn on the community that it serves, which is the community of artists, and then the immediate surrounding community. The small vendors on the streets, the biasharas that are in premises around the Go Down, the residents around that area, Mukuru, South B, South C, to actually participate in imagining the kind of space that will work for them, for all of them. So some of them are artists, some of them are people who consume art, some of them are people who come there for recreation. How does that space work for all of them? So I think it has significance because it has drawn on their participation. So that's the level of community. At the level of the sector, I think this is the first time that we are actually investing at scale in an independent art space in the independent state. So next year, Kenya will be 60. The Go Down will be 20. And when you think about it, Anto, what spaces do we work out of? You know, sometimes we're in a bungalow, we're in a warehouse, we're in a container. We don't have civic scale structures that one project the county or the nation or the city, but also say that the arts are here, and the arts, the creative economy, is an important part of our economy. So I think there's significance at that level as well. But I think that at the level of the region and the country, none of the other East African countries has actually done anything like this. All of us are sitting and working through spaces that we've inherited from the colonial country. Our national theaters, our museums, all of these things are actually heritage from the colony. And it's not a problem. We are reusing them for the independent state. But we also have to create new infrastructure. So that's why this is exciting for me.
I mean, because it's a radio, I mean, sort of, you are a creative. So tell us in a nutshell, how does it look like? Like, what should we expect? You know, I mean, are we talking about, you know, a space with shopping malls? Like, what should Kenyans expect when they hear that the Go Down is transforming, so that they know, hey, I want to go there?
So I know those who have seen it have seen, basically, those who've been there have seen a number of sort of lean-to structures, structures around the perimeter wall with a central kind of warehouse building, which is what we were. So like an industrial go-down is what we were. But now we are becoming 4 floors of building, which will contain libraries, offices, studios, galleries, media labs. There's a major performance space that can carry up to 500 sitting for theater, for musicals. There's a smaller, more intimate space that can carry 200. And then there's music rehearsal spaces. There's spaces for making film. I mean, it basically encompasses the entire creative economy. And because the creative economy, of course, is also dovetailed with the digital economy, there's actually a tower structure that is a creative tech hub. So it's bringing everybody together that works with creativity and the digital space to be able to synergize, to be able to train, to be able to make work, to be able to produce, and to be able to engage with buyers, with audiences.
I love that. I mean, you've also, let's be a bit more personal here. You have been, I mean, way back in the 80s when in the sort of early 90s, when you were an architect by day and a creative by night.
And a singer by night.
Yeah, why is this project important for you? And I mean, I don't think anyone has been able to ask you. I think a lot of people sort of ask you about Go Down on its own. But why Joy Mboya? Why is this project important for you as a person, as a human being, as a Kenyan, as a mother? Why is this important for you?
I think that, as somebody who sits, in the creative sector, and, growing up where, and I think it's still the case, where you are encouraged not to think about building a career in that area.
Yes.
I think that being able to prove that these spaces are spaces that drive the economy, are spaces that actually people can build careers in, is a point that needs to be proven.
Yes.
And that's that's the talent and the skill that I have. It's in the creative in the creative sector.
Yes.
So I am really very honored to be able to be part of driving something that hopefully can be the beginning of many, many, many more interesting, important bits of infrastructure, not just in Nairobi County, but around the country. And to prove that the creative economy really is a driver of Kenya's economy.
Finally, how can anyone who's listening, how can they support, how can they be a part of Go Down Transforms, the community in South B, the creative community, the county government? How can we come on board and really support the Go Down?
Yeah, I think because we believe, thank you for that, because, we believe that the Go Down project belongs to everybody. It belongs to the country, it belongs to the community, it belongs to the creative sector.
Yes.
So support from all of those directions is important. In fact, just before COVID, we had started what we're calling the 190 Fund, sort of fundraising or funds drive, where, just make any contribution to a fundraising M-Pesa line.
Yes.
50 shillings, 500 shillings, 5,000 shillings, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Your contribution, your piece of yourself in whichever way is important.
Yes.
But of course, at the county level, I mean, here's a real opportunity to create something that can partner with the county in terms of driving tourism, in terms of driving the creative economy, in terms of providing social amenities for residents of Nairobi, in terms of locating Nairobi as a destination as well. So we're really seeking that kind of partnership at the level of county. At the level of the national government, I think it completely speaks to the manifesto of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, who are looking at developing the creative economy as one of their pillars, the digital economy. So this transformation sits squarely in the middle of that vision. And so we are keen to join hands and to try and see how together we can make this work, because, of course, the project is fundraised.
Yeah.
And when there's partnerships, it gives confidence to others to sort of say, these guys have got the endorsement and the partnership of the county and of the government.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, we're behind them too.
Yeah.
So we're looking for those endorsements that unlock people's confidence to give.
I love that it's a creative who's sort of the forefront and with you and the whole team of really doing, instead of the Serikali's idea, if there was, the artists should have been getting like a space for, artists to do something, is we are at the forefront of ensuring that because this will outlive all of us. But also for me, what is important for me is because there's no need for us to have all these railway cities, all these, trains going up and down. But then when anybody lands in Nairobi, and they ask themselves, so how can I get the pulse of the city? Where do I go to find your art? How can I find out more about who you are as a people? Because you do that through the arts. I mean, the Uhuru Parks and all those are amazing, but we need to feel the arts in a space that allows people to say, you have a railway city, yes, but you guys are really on the pulse of what's happening. So I feel like this is, for me, I'm very passionate about this project, because I can only imagine what it does for those who come after us, in terms of allowing them a space that allows them to really have a hold on what this country thinks about. And it changes the sort of the attitude that people have towards artists, that we are organized, that we've got our own thing going together, we are structured. So it's really, really beautiful. And I really commend you for the great work that you've done all those years. And I do hope and pray that this project, maybe by the end of next year, will be up and running and